the wonderful session. Finally, we have Lucy Gabriel. Lucy Gabriel from All India Radio. Lucy Gabriel Chattopadhyay has been working as an international broadcaster with All India Radio, General Overseas Service, External Service Division in Delhi for the past 24 years. She has also been visiting as faculty with a few communication institutes for the past 15 years. She is registered trainer with Staff Training Institute of All India Radio for cabin crew and soft skills. She has produced various programs and is a recipient of Kailash annual awards for radio documentaries. She wrote and voiced for the award-winning independent documentary on the super cyclone Odisha and Gujarat earthquake, fundraising film for the Ministry of HRD. She scripted popular TV program Computer for You, which had almost 600 episodes transmitted by Doordarshan National. She was also the editor of Buland Rajata, a fortnightly published by the Bishops of North India. I invite her to address the gathering, Lucy Gabriel.
Thank you, George. Thank you so much. It's indeed a pleasure to be among an august company of wonderful people here, especially with a social background. I also happen to be a master's in social work from Delhi University, so I have a social work connect with the media. I combine the two and I've been working on those grounds in Kailash. Well, children are regarded as precious gifts of God. All of us know that. They are leaders of tomorrow and man's ticket to continuity on earth. Then why are they being abused? Have you ever thought of it? We are thinking of it. We are trying to do something about it. We are acting on it. But still it is falling short. Still we are lagging behind. Cases are increasing day by day. During my course of, when I was interning at BCCW in 1991, I was placed at YMCA New Delhi. To my horrific experience when I was a young student at that point of time, this was my first experience with CSA. When I interacted with the children there, and they gave me the horrific stories of why they ran away from their homes. Well, it didn't finish there, actually. It was like from the frying pan to the fire. Right there at the YMCA where they were staying. Shortage of beds during winters, they have to share quilts and blankets to the senior people, the people older to them. They were abused. They shared burdens, they were abused. Little children who have run away from home and working here as rat pickers all around Delhi, facing all these things, thinking that once they run away from home, maybe they will find some solace somewhere in the world. But sadly enough, the world is even more cruel outside. And I realized that at a very, very early age, that was at the time of doing my master's, which came as a shock to me and opened my eyes to a lot of things that were happening around. As time passed by, well, my next, I joined All India Radio as an international broadcaster. Well, we are supposed to give out the best of India. So nothing bad about India is portrayed there. It's always a goody-goody picture being a public broadcaster. Here too, we were, AIDS was a burning issue of those days. So we went to truck drivers, we went to a lot of places to collect material on AIDS. I was preparing a feature on AIDS awareness. And again landed up in a place where I'm also talking about GB Road. Same story there. Run away from home, landed up in a wrong place, and still being sexually abused. Are we really being conscious of the fact that people in our society are just not stopping it? How can we go about stopping this? All India Radio earlier never had many programs for children. I'll take you back to a little history of All India Radio. Like in 1950, there was a station directors conference in which they decided to have programs for children, and just not for the children, but by the children. In a book written by P.C. Chatterjee entitled Two Voices, It says the children's minds wander off unless the program is very interesting and the major issue element is repeated, so that it leaves a clear impression in the minds of the children. Taking this as a lead, taking this as a rule, make it a rule. That we leave impressions on children's mind what they see. Social media today is filled with it. Small children, how they're getting influenced. Elders are getting influenced, forget about small children. They're innocent minds. But what about the mature minds? Why are they not stopping? Why are they not taking up? Why are they not stopping abusing the children? What is wrong in our society? How much is media responsible for it? Offense. Social media is filled with trash. Well, there are good things too. But it is trash which catches more attention, takes in more news. Recently, we have a latest case which is running around on social media, on the metro trains. This is a kid. How many of us realize how to put a stop to it? Did anybody have the guts to come forward to stop it? No. It's going on. Everybody is taking chakaras and enjoying it. But we as responsible citizens, how and where can we really draw a line? How can we take hold? How can we rein the situation which is there? It's really going berserk. It's like a pandemic. Literally take it as a pandemic and spreading around. Radio really plays a big role here. I wonder if any of you have heard programs which were done by AROI, that is our Association for Radio Operators in India. All India Radio and UNICEF, they had a program in which about 60 broadcasters were taken in. 60 radio professionals were taken in from Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Haryana, Jharkhand, New Delhi, Orissa, West Bengal and Uttar Pradesh. They all came together for a 3-day workshop and co-creating programs based on the prevention of violence against children. This was an initiative which was taken by UNICEF, and this initiative was called Radio for Child Awards in partnership with AROI and All India Radio. This had a real good feedback, this had a real good impact. There were many stories which came forward and many methodologies which came forward and how one could go about making different kinds of programs which could help in influencing the society. This is exactly what we all have to do, influence, to stop crime. Like I said, it's a heinous crime. There is no crime as heinous as CSA, apart from murder. Murder is murder, you're gone. But when you're living with CSA, you are just living there. You're living with the trauma every day. Every day a child lives with that trauma, grows in that trauma. Media influences, it mobilizes. Can we use this kind of mobilization as a tool to stop this crime and influence people and influence the society as a whole? Radio is a very interesting instrument. It's on your fingertip, it's on your hand. Farmers are taking it to their fields, women are listening to it at homes, and it really is working very well in the rural areas. And this is where we first need to tap. It's a very cheap instrument. It's a blind medium. You're not seeing anything. You can talk whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. Nobody knows you. What until somebody's really trying to recognizes your voice. Through the radio, one can really work out things. And this is what I feel. Using radio the right way, the right kind of programming, the right kind of sense of content which goes into it, will definitely make a huge difference to the society. We can have campus schools in schools, have community radios in universities, In rural areas, launch community radios. Only focusing on this one cause, CSA. And make programs in it. Think of beautiful contents about it, how you can go about stopping it. Putting in laws. Laws are something which are really neglected again. We all know there are laws, but how many children are aware of this? Can you approach any legal department who can simplify those laws for a child to understand a particular law? Can they be put in the most simplest form? The child knows मेरे साथ अगर कुछ गलत होता है तो मुझे कहाँ जाना है और क्या बोलना है, और ये लॉ है, इसके लिए एक सजा भी होती है. So simplifying the big hyperbolic stuff that we have, just simplifying it and making programs and putting it on the radio. Radio reaches everyone. Let's all, take up a note or kind of a thing, like let's all get together and get down to doing something which is really going to hit an impact right down to the roots. And not just a lot of conferences happen, a lot of seminars happen, things keep happening. I've been seeing them as I've grown up. All of us, you might have visited many. It's not a time to now sit down and just think over it, but yes, get into action. And getting into the best action is, I think, through radio, where you are able to put your voices across. Share it on YouTube, share it on podcasting, share it on blogs, write anything on social media. You can just go ahead and do it. It's just the right way how you're going to use it, that makes a difference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lucy, for your input on the radio intervention on child sexual abuse and mental health issues. May I request Ravi sir to come over and honor them with the platter and also the certain. Ravi sir. After this, I would request after the talk, I would request you to kindly be seated. Don't go away. If you can spare some time for us.